and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you once again. We are underway through a driving rain in South Florida. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 38. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Nix. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's right. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is. All right, come on.
Well run. Here's Devon Achane. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Miami Dolphin.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Jordan Brooks with it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Yeah, he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd down.
Now Tua.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Here's Tua. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by John O'Barron. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington.
And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37.
Again, it's Achane.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down.
Off the play fake. Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
Nix to the air. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as they get this up to the 45-yard line.
First down, Denver.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
From the 46, here's second and a yard.
Brings up second down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
9-yard line. Brings up second down.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Connecting with Kohler on the out route.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 2.
Tua going to throw.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 18-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Again, Dobbins trying the right side.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning here is Wright. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
And we'll jump right over halftime to keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk in the 20.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing Nix.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Broncos.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Leads to second.
Now it's Nix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Now and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Jalen Phillips
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down and goal.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing
Looking to pass. Tua. Incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Tua. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They complete it to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long. Nix from the shotgun. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. To throw is Nix. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
Devon Achane with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Nix.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Nix to the air.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he shakes it off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jaelan Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Throwing now is Lance. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Here's Lance.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second.